was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
Alright, man, welcome back. We're here. We're gonna do chapter 2 of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. And it appears that I got all the 5 stones on the next chapter, but I'm gonna try to get them again. So today we're gonna fight Valravn. Sounds good to you?
Yep.
So we have to defeat the 2 gods.
Ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Do you know what I find weird right now?
What is that?
I don't hear voices.
Oh, they'll come. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
So, like I said, just listen to the voices and listen to the stories of the North.
Okay.
They're important. And sometimes the voices will warn us of what's happening. So if we don't listen to them, we may get killed.
Right.
Alright, so here's the first one. Hey, he says... Okay, no, we're missing one. Yeah, we're missing one and the other one.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
I like this level, man. The Valravn level. It's gonna play with our minds. But it will really show you what... I think we were meant to play this second, because this level is pretty hard, but you'll get a good idea of what this game is about on this level right here. So check this out. Focus.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
So Valravn is the master of illusion. Okay? Now as you can see, the door was closed, right?
Right.
So Valravn has portals throughout the world.
It's a door. Push it. Push it. Push it. He did it.
Okay, so you see the symbol of Valravn right there. You see the portal.
Right.
Okay, now so you can see what we're looking at, because it's gonna be tricky once we get to the forest. Do you see the door right there?
Right.
Okay, now look through the portal.
Whoa.
All
It
right.
just happened so fast. It's like, what?
So as we cross the portal, we're like in another dimension, if you want. I don't know. Let's see.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Alright, so there's 5 stones on this level, and we got the one at the very beginning, right? So please keep a count on it. We got 4 to go.
Yeah.
Senua never could close her eyes. However hard she tried. Begged. It's just the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it
Look at that, man.
can see you too.
So basically, once we see the dark, they can see us as well. That's what they were using.
That's scary.
I forgot how block.
Yeah, the voices are confusing.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, some will tell you to go somewhere, and some will tell you not to go.
Right.
So check this out.
You're pretty good at this.
Heck yeah, man. I have to be, man. It gets worse.
Really?
Yeah, and remember, if we die, we're gonna be in trouble.
Oh yeah, the thingy on your arm.
So,
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
so, like I said, Valravan is master of illusion, so we have to find this symbol.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth. Look how much it's changed.
So, once again, look.
And the way to know that we're not talking is because we talk loud in the mic and then like
Send notes. Okay, so check this out. So you see these glowing things? So we have to make it to be the symbol of the door.
cool.
And then we need to focus.
Something's shifting. Something's shifting. Can you feel it?
And you know, this is not God of War by any means. So like
Right.
combat in this game is critical.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An endless world where the forest itself is watching.
Another gate. Another gate.
Another gate.
You know what to do. Stay back. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open it. You can do it. Don't.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
So let's go line the seals.
What does it mean? Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them, Charles? The ravens.
Do what?
I don't
I hear
think.
something.
If you hear the soul of Raven, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
So you hear that voice? The roaring?
Mm-hmm.
That's all Raven.
Challenge me.
That's him.
Shoot.
He's gone. He doesn't leave. Where did he go? Where is he?
Whoa.
It's not your fault.
Look, he's pointing this way, so... Man, so it's like you get deeper and deeper and deeper and then you don't know what the heck you are.
Yeah.
But supposedly to get out of this maze, we have to follow his voice.
How?
Is she lost?
Dang.
First time.
Right?
Cool.
Before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and feathers. Not uncommon, you see. Such a person, a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others,
So I don't know if I have this stone, but now you have to, you know, by the door, there's a bridge
those who make it back
right there.
are forever changed.
Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't get through it because the door was closed.
Right.
I don't know if I got this one. But let's see. I think I did.
Wait, was that a stone back there?
Right in front of us. And if I collect all the stones in this playthrough, we're gonna have 100% of this game. Yeah, I guess this is the one that I missed.
The Northmen say that Odin has two ravens. Their names are Thought and Memory, and each day he sends them out to fly all across the world. Upon their return, they perch on his shoulders and tell him everything they have seen and heard. In this way, he learns of things far and wide, and for this reason, he is called. The Northmen say that Odin has two ravens. Their names are Thought and Memory, and to fly all across the world. Upon their return, they perch on his shoulders and tell him everything they have seen and heard. In this way, he learns of things far and wide, and for this reason, he is called the Raven God.
Exactly.
What was that?
He said that this game was gonna give him nightmares, and it's another way to get mental.
I can see that, definitely. Alright, let's follow the voice. I'm just trying to open the doors because we're gonna have to book it here in a minute.
Right.
Okay, so see, there's no stairs over there.
What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get out?
What?
Now there is
A trick.
dark magic.
I know. Like, this is getting me
How
so.
can she get out?
Bait.
It's him.
Dark magic draws her closer.
It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
So that was stone number 2, right, man?
Yeah. Pretty.
Doors open now, buddy.
Now we go.
Now we go. You know, I played this whenever I went to bed. I was kind of like, if I die, I die, whatever. At least I don't have to go to work.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Dang.
Ooh. That's deep.
Yeah, just because you can't see the threat doesn't mean that it's not here.
Valravn, he's there. She can't go in. Has to find another
That got me
route.
scared.
Truth says there's always another route. Find a way, Senua. Go round. Find your own path. There's a different way.
Is that her breathing?
Somebody's. Oh, crap. Here you go.
That scared me.
Bring it on, man. The problem is when the guys with the shield shows up. And the guy with the axe and everything. Oh man, it gets nasty, man.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
It's nasty. It gets really bad. It gets really bad. I think I died probably 6 times last time. And 3 of them were with the Raven.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Alright, let's go.
That Valravn guy looks scary.
Yeah, and the reason why we're trying to get all the stones is because supposedly that's how you get the real ending. So that's what we're trying to do. Get all the stones, get the real ending, and get 100%.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones,
Look at this guy.
and to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the world tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So he gouged out his own eye as offering to Mimir. He drank from the well and traded one way of seeing for another.
gouges out their eye.
He did.
Disgusting.
Alright, man. I was stuck in this level for a long time, and I'm gonna try not to, and I don't remember how I got out, or how I did it, so just bear with me, man. I'll try to do it how I thought I did it the last time I did it. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. It's just
Madness.
it's all over the place, so you know, there's a bridge, there's nothing.
But you go to a portal.
See, there's no way of going anywhere. Go through this portal right here. Where is it? We just can't go here yet. She's pointing at it there now.
Huh. Maybe the portal changes that bridge?
I think we have to get up here first.
Right, because usually that
Because,
triggers...
yeah, that triggers the portals.
stuff. Yeah. And the voices. Hello, follower, right?
The song. Belraven's song. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's nothing. This reminds her of some... The forest. Where? Which forest? The wilds. She left the room. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds? She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness. Did she beat the darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried. Druth helped her. If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him.
Voices are telling a story.
Yeah.
She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died. She thought the curse made her tainted. Druth helped her.
And Druth is the guy that's telling us the stories of the North.
Ah. It seems like all those stories start with Northmen.
Okay, so as you can see, this portal, it just deletes some of the symbols that are like floating around.
Right.
The ravens. They're gone. No. Half of them have gone. They're gone. Some stuff. But where? Raven's helping. It's not helping. It's true. Quiet. I can't say.
Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
So we have to line up the ravens. There's so many of them, so who knows which one, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Ooh, what happened?
That thing opened right there.
Mm. That's pretty cool. See, like, what they did with this is, like, no other game. That's what's cool about this game.
Yeah, they said that this is the only game that has ever nailed the fact that you have psychosis. Like you can really feel
Yeah.
how a person like that will feel.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Huh. Did he die?
Well, we'll have to find out in the next stone, right?
Right.
Man, man, I'm dreading it.
See, like, this isn't the voices aren't hurting my head because they're interesting. Because, like, they're telling a story and everything.
Right? Yeah, it's like I can hang out with these people.
Yeah, because it's not random stuff.
Right.
Exactly. Like, for some reason, I'm concentrating most on the voices.
Right. Yeah, paying attention to the voices.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes.
Look, the gate is open. Open.
Dang right it is. Yes, it is.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the
Door's
devil.
open.
It's like it doesn't want to kill me. Yet.
Yet.
Ooh.
Will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Oh, good.
Is that in my deck? Ooh. Wow.
Okay, yes, good. Not yet.
Ooh. Disappeared.
Oh, no.
This is the one where you have to find out something. I think I saw this part.
Probably. I don't know. No.
Nah. Or
No.
Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua.
Alright.
You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
The final illusion. But we're not crazy.
yeah.
Not at all.
If I was crazy, I wouldn't be here. I would be at the mental hospital. So.
Well, I'll drive you there, buddy. Yes.
Oh yeah. What changed?
There was a pile of...
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan.
Listen.
The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him, don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed, with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
That's cool how she talks to him on her head.
Yeah. I wish I could do that to dead people.
I don't. I just think it's cool in the game that she like speaks to him on her mind.
Right.
Instead of talking out loud.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe I'm just weird that way. That would be cool.
Broke. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
I'm still here. Are you too?
Yes.
Where are we?
Heck if I know. I think we're in Balrava's bed.
I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
Alright, so these guys are bad dudes.
You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
So what was Valravan doing?
They're winning.
Oh man, I don't know.
Now we have to strap out of him. Man, I wish I had skills like those. Oh.
Alright, so we have to defeat him like 3 times. That was the first time. And if you remember, the guy... Alright, yeah. see how we kind of froze time?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how we're gonna defeat Raven a third time in the third act.
Yeah.
Holy crap. This is the only way to beat him is whenever it kind of like flashes blue. We have to kind of stop time.
Right.
Yes, that was the second time. And he's gonna get harder. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Is this like a new skill that you achieved and you can keep it? Oh, the voice actually helped.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said, we have to listen to him.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
That's you. Alright, here we go. And he's a shadow. We cannot do a dang thing.
We can't.
Ho ho ho.
It's coming back.
No, 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 no. Oh, dang. Dude, no. Jesus Christ.
But he's not a shadow anymore.
I know, because we kind of like slow down time a little bit.
She's nearly there.
No, 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 no. He almost got this. Oh, dude.
Oh.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
No.
Oh.
Why is he still seem fast in this moment? No.
Oh, no, 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 no. You got me trapped. Oh, boy.
Holy crap.
I'm trying. Holy crap.
That's good. He's still fast and slow.
I know.
Stop them.
I'm trying. You don't even have underwear. Yes!
Never beat you in the wilds, did I?
Oh my god. He's hard.
I
But
know.
not this time.
Kiss my eye.
The mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Did she hear all that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, I thought he was gonna get us, man.
So did I.
Dude.
I was like, dang. I was like, dude, Big Boss is gonna rage quit. He's gonna end the video. Like, how am I gonna do this again?
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And as she saw them, elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves.
So we're doing pretty good. We haven't died yet. And on my last playthrough, I died 3 times with Valraven, and
Okay.
he didn't get us once. But in my last playthrough, there were several times when I should have died, but I didn't.
Can you see the faces too?
Where do we go now?
If you look for them.
Mother. Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her?
That's cool. I like
That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over. She misses her so much.
Sometimes. So you're asking where we're going? We're going to the very beginning, where there were the 2 doors, and we had to pick a god to defeat.
Right.
So now we have to go through the other door. So this, my friend, unless there's a epic battle over here, will mark the end of chapter 2, which it looks like it is. Another battle over here. Every time you see those like rays of light, there's bad news waiting for us. So, and look, it starts to get dark. So let's see what happens. I think we get to use our new ability here. The mirror looks nasty.
Oh.
Yep, so here it goes. Different dudes now. Okay, so we're gonna get like people like this. Obviously these guys take more damage. We're gonna see people like this but with shields.
Okay.
And those guys are super hard.
Go! Fight again! Spill their blood!
Alright, I need to get out of here.
Finish this!
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that guy. I need to figure out like a good way to get this guy, because like
Maybe freezing time and going behind
yes, but
him?
like I never got to freeze time with this guy. There you go. Oh, of course.
The gate. She needs to go back. She can't. It won't open. Why won't it open? Why won't it open?
There's another challenge.
She hasn't challenged yet.
Challenge number 2. The God of Fire. So let's just open the door so it'll save, so we don't have to do this battle again, and then we'll stop right here.
Sword, the fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind, and the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
Alright, the fire giant on chapter 3.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Yeah, well, that concludes this episode of Hellblade Part 2. Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button.
Leave a like.
The voice inside my head. And make sure to hit the notifications button to see when we do our next live broadcast.
Alright, man. Until next time. I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, see you guys on the next video. Bye.